Savvy world, welcome, happy Thursday. So I'm very, very excited. Today I have a very special guest. So for those of you who might be new to my channel, I'm Kelly Bonanno. I'm an eco-friendly lifestyle and wellness coach. So, and if you do know me, you know how important clean beauty is to me, and that's what I've been helping people do for years now. And one of the most toxic products on the market is nail polish. And it was one of the things that was hard to find, when I first started my green journey. In fact, there was no clean nail polish back then. And I'm a girl that like my nice manicure, so that was a conundrum. So slowly but surely, there was a few nail care products and companies that were coming out with, 3 free, 5 free, but they weren't all quality, but they've gotten better. And then not too long ago, maybe a couple years ago, I happened into Planet Beauty, and I didn't think they would have any clean nail polish. And the girl there, they're always really nice there, and she was showing me, oh, Lauren B, she has this great nail polish and it's all clean. I said, really? And I'm like, how clean is it? Turns out it's 7 free, and she's local. I live, as many of you know, I live here in Thousand Oaks, California, and her offices, this is where we are, we're in her offices in Westlake Village. So I buy the polish, I try it, it's fantastic, I'm a convert. And then a couple months ago, I had the extreme pleasure of speaking at the SoCal Wellness event, and I was on the Modern Beauty panel, and very, very happy to learn that Lauren B was on the panel too. So today, it is truly my pleasure to interview and introduce you guys to Lauren Berkovitz of Lauren B Beauty.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hi Kelly.
Hi.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be
Thank you so
seeing
much.
you again and
This
chatting
is so
about
cool. I've been wanting to do this for so long.
I know,
Literally
me
since
too.
before I met you.
I know, it was such a coincidence how you bought our
Yes.
polish, we ran into each other, and then we were on the panel together and we were just talking, we didn't even know it.
I know.
So fun.
I know, it's great.
Yeah.
So what I'd love to start with is I love your story and how
Thank
you're. I won't give it away. But the thing you did when you were a little girl, and so just your background and kind of what brought you to owning this incredible business.
you.
I mean, it's very impressive.
Thank you so much. So my story is, I'll give you a shortened version because it's quite a long story, but basically I started Lauren B 5 years ago, and it was an idea and dream of mine since I was a child. So when I was little, I always loved nail polish, and actually in school I wasn't popular, I didn't have many friends. I in fact was an overweight child and bullied quite a bit. And the one thing that brought me joy was nail polish. It sounds so silly and simple, but I'd go home after school and I just couldn't wait to go home. I would turn on Oprah and go to my little box of nail polish colors. I'd find a color that was just fitting for me, that made me smile, and it was that one accessory that always brought me joy. It made me smile. And from that, I tried different nail trends, and press-ons were big at the time. I would do anyone's nails who would let me basically do their nails. I also set up a little manicure stand instead of a lemonade stand. Wasn't so successful, but
I love
a fun
that,
venture.
When all the other kids had lemonade stands.
Yeah,
I love that.
I think my grandmothers were my only customers, but they tipped well, so it was good. From that point, I just thought, well, I love nails. Nail polish is a hobby. Colors, it's a form of expression for me. And I went on with my life, and it was still something that always made me feel polished and put together. And then flash forward, I started working in the beauty industry about 10 years ago. I was working in hair care. And through my processes of running a hair care company, I was meeting with buyers and beauty industry people and press, and I would go to these meetings, and so my hair had to look good because of selling hair care, but also my nails were still that self-conscious piece that if they were not perfect, I didn't feel polished and put together, no pun intended. So I'd find myself flying to New York for this big meeting. I will have gotten a manicure before the flight, and then I'd land, and there's nothing worse than having a chipped nail, and you have to go on Yelp, find a salon, go rush around, go through this horribly unpleasant experience, to say the least. And then, okay, you have your manicure, so that's one option. And then gels were big at the time as well, so I tried gels. I thought it was great that they lasted a long time, but for my lifestyle, it did not work. It was a horrible process, too time consuming, very damaging. I was the customer that had pain when I would remove my nail, when I would get my polish removed, my gel polish. And I just thought this process is broken. There's other women like us that live busy lifestyles. We do dishes, we're active. We want nail polish to last, and it's not rocket science. It shouldn't be that difficult. We also shouldn't have to compromise our health by going into these salons and getting, gels and curing and getting things sanded off us and soaking in harsh chemicals. There's just so much broken with that. So I couldn't find a polish brand that lived up to my lengthy wish list of demands. So I set out to create it, as crazy as that sounds. And it was an idea for about 7 years. It took me a long time to really get the courage to do this. Yeah. I saved my money. I started it with all my own capital, and like I said, I needed a really good push. I needed family and friends to be able to say, you've got this. This is your dream, your passion. Go for it. So I launched 5 years ago. It took us a while to develop the first products. When we first launched, we had 10 products, core colors, base and top coats, and we now have over 85 colors, which we're sitting in front of.
Colors.
The colors are the fun part. The names are the fun part. My friends always joke around. They're like, you have the best job ever. You get to name nail polish and pick out colors all day. And I was like, yes, that is definitely the best part, but it's the smallest part of my job right now. But anyway, so we've launched new colors twice a year, spring, summer collection, fall, winter. And then we have treatment as well. So we see a lot of growth opportunity in treatment products. I believe that hands show such a sign of expression. We use them for so much. And they are so exposed to the elements no matter where you live. If it's here in California or New York.
And they show your age.
They show your age.
I put that in the blog post.
Yes.
I mean, you can do a lot to your face.
Right.
That you cannot do to your
hands. And the
hands.
crazy thing is, we do a lot to our face. We spend a lot of money. We care about and we know about ingredients for our face, but nobody cares about hands. Right. There's not a line that addresses specifically hands and aging hands. So I'm launching 4 new products that are a hand care regimen specifically for restoring the youth, protecting our hands, and making our hands just polished and put together. Because the perfect manicure is more than just slapping on pretty perfect polish, but it's really the whole picture.
It's very true. It's great to be able to slap on in a pinch.
Yes, exactly.
You can go from looking horrible to literally, and your colors are so pigmented.
Thank you.
Sometimes, I'm sure many of you women out there, you literally have no time and you need to swipe on one coat.
Totally.
And you can do one coat and your colors,
Absolutely.
And you look so much better.
And that was on my checklist. It was like the polish, the color you see in the bottle has to be the color you get in your nail in one swipe, so very pigmented. I did that the other day. I was going to wear open-toed shoes, and I didn't have a fresh pedicure, so I just pulled a color and did like one coat. I didn't even do top coat, which is so bad. You should always use a top coat. But I was in a rush, and it dries super quick. So all of our polish is 7-free of the harmful chemicals, vegan-friendly, cruelty-free, quick dry time. Yes. Most important to me was that it lasted long. So because it's a healthier nail polish, I don't want customers to think healthy, not lasting.
Exactly.
So the quality has to be there as well, and that's important to me.
Now, you said 7-free, and this is what's key, you guys. Nail polish, so your nails absorb. And I was actually kind of surprised to learn just how much your nails absorb. Mm-hmm. Years ago when I first, as I was mentioning, couldn't really find clean nail polish, I thought, well, how, your nails are dead though. I mean, they're, it's kind of like your hair.
Right.
But, so your nails absorb. Mm-hmm. So that is so important. It's not just your cuticles and the skin around it. So the 7-free, what are those 7 that
So formaldehyde, DBP, toluene, formaldehyde resin, camphor, xylene, and TPHP and other related phosphates. So those are the major big chemicals that are linked to birth defects, cancer, hormone endocrine disruptors, and those are the nasty offenders. And it is true, so typical nail polish is very toxic, and it does leach right into your bloodstream. A fun story, somebody I know forwarded me an article that a local pharmaceutical company, did I tell you about this?
No, I read it.
You read it?
And I was going to mention it to you, yes.
So the pharmaceutical company just filed a patent to put pharmaceutical grade drugs into nail polish because it's such an effective way to get drugs into your bloodstream. So think about that, and then think about
it's like the transdermal patches on your skin, but via the nail. Yes. I mean, so that when I read that, I thought, wow.
Crazy. I know. And nail polish is the last thing people think of when they're cleaning up their routines. So important. If you go to the drugstore, most of those brands do have a lot of harsh chemicals in them. So just be careful. And then the whole 7-free thing, or the free terminology, after 7, I've heard of brands say they're 10-free and more. We say 7-free, vegan-friendly, and cruelty-free. We don't count those as like another free thing. What some companies do is they'll say well, we're 10 free, but we're free of coal tar. Well, coal tar should never be in nail polish in the first place. So you can't count that as a thing. So at some point it becomes a marketing term, and that's the part I don't like about it. But the seven big chemicals are the most harmful.
That is very good to know, because you would think, well, if something's 10 free, it's better.
Right.
But okay, if you're saying you don't have coal tar, well, nobody else does
either.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Or like unicorn. I've heard some crazy claims, like unicorn sweat or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's those little loopholes that you've heard me talk about before, and then the greenwashing.
Yes.
And that's a whole other topic.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what makes me just
I know
the most mad is, at least if you're not a clean brand and you don't claim to be, at least you're not lying.
Right.
It's the brands that say they're clean and they're not.
And it's just frustrating as, again, a little tangent, but as a small company, we work so hard, putting our name on a product and standing behind everything we do. And large companies with a lot of marketing money can be very, they can fool customers quite easily. So it's just about, we believe in transparency. I personally talk to all of my customers, whether it's through a chat or email, or if a customer calls in, I'm very involved. And I think that a lot of small indie brands are recognizing that, and they are very transparent. So that's always important, and just like knowing what you're looking for in ingredients and whatnot.
And not falling for the greenwashing.
Yes.
That's the thing, is there's a lot of very clever marketing. And now I've done videos on this. I talk about it at my workshops. There's no regulation. So companies can put whatever they want in their formulations and lie about it. And they can say they're clean, pure, natural. They can put all those botanical looking pictures on their, and it's just to fool the consumers like you. So that's your biggest defense, is to not fall for the greenwashing. That's my number one tip. But of course you need to know your ingredients and really know which products are clean and not. That's why, on my site I have a list of products that I have vetted and researched that are clean, and I have free guides, the top 12 toxins to avoid, and things like that to help you navigate and really go clean. And every little bit makes a difference.
Definitely.
And from my vantage point, is nail polish is kind of one of the easier ones to switch over.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find beautiful, long-lasting, chip-resistant, glossy. This particular brand has all of those qualities. So there's really no need there's no excuse to even be using I won't mention any names. Nail polish that have all that formaldehyde.
Exactly.
I mean, really,
it's horrible. We use it to preserve bodies, and it's in cosmetic products.
Don't let that come near my body unless I'm
and
no longer.
Exactly. And even like baby steps, if you were to invest in a healthy system, let's say we're using three-part system, our base coat, any one of our colors, and top coats, that's 3 pieces, and you can do it yourself at home. But if you don't like to do your own nails, bring it to the salon. And even though that's not an ideal environment, most salons aren't ideal environments, at least you're bringing your own polish, you're using cleaner products, and you can just limit your exposure that way.
My heart goes out to the people working in those salons. I mean, that's why they wear those masks, but it's not really enough protection by any means. They're there all day, every day. So I just, for time's sake and to save money, do my own. But I like to treat myself once in a while, but always bring my own nail polish.
Exactly.
It's easy.
I'm glad there's more conversation about salon environments and clean beauty products in general, but clean nail care. When I first launched, nobody really knew what healthier nail polish meant, and I was doing a lot of explaining. But now that some press and New York Times has gotten behind it, and they've put some expose pieces out about the toxic ingredients and the environments in salons. So there's conversation. And that's why it's always so great linking up with you, because we know you vet everything that you work with, and your recommendations are very solid and like gold. So I trust everything that you say.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I stand by my word, and I've had companies of all kinds of companies come to me wanting to partner with any kind of review, and I could be doing a lot more, but I tell them, look, unless you're clean, I can't recommend.
Right.
It's just I have integrity about that kind of thing. So.
And that's how I feel about everything I create. I say, we don't test on animals, obviously. I test on myself and my family and friends, because I'm going to put my name on something, and I'm going to create something that is as high quality that I'm comfortable using it on myself and my friends and family, and I get so excited I want to share it with the world. So there's a lot of integrity, a lot of heart and soul goes into every single product. I think that's another huge benefit of a smaller boutique brand like ours and many others versus a huge conglomerate. So it's a lot of care behind it all.
And it's just so I love it, and I know a lot of people in my circle love supporting the smaller businesses and growing,
So
helping businesses like you grow. So can we talk to
Yes.
a little bit about the products you have?
Yeah, so as I said, we have over 85 color polishes now. We first started with core colors like your red and pink. All the color polishes when we started were inspired by Los Angeles, so the names are like Rodeo Drive Red. You have Malibu Beach Blue on. I have Pale Sand Paradise, which is actually one of our travel inspired colors. It's like a light purple color. But they all have a fun story in the naming behind them. And as I said, so we've launched 2 collections, a spring-summer collection and a fall-winter, and that's what has brought us up to 85 colors. And we are still launching colors. We're working on a new glitter range right now. So colors will always come and go. And as I said, glitter is big right now.
Glitter is fun.
Glitter is fun. I like doing a bare nail with just glitter on top. It's kind of a fun way to put a little twist on a neutral, simple option. And then treatment. So treatment is really where we see a lot of opportunity, a lot of innovation. I aim to make smart, simple solutions for women so that we don't have to overthink. We can take things on the go. This is one of our most popular products. It's our nail polish remover pads. So they're pre-soaked pads. This is actually an empty one. Let's see, these are both empty, but they're 30 pre-soaked pads inside, and there's no liquid, so you can travel with this. You can keep it in your car, you can use it on the train or at your desk, and we use a strawberry oil, which is a natural exfoliant, and it removes polish as well.
Nice.
So a nice on-the-go option. This is one of my favorite products. It's fairly new for us, our reparative cuticle oil. So when my biggest pet peeve is when I look down and I need cuticle oil and I'm in my car in traffic and I don't have a bottle of our cuticle oil with me. So I was like, why not make a cuticle oil that I can throw in my purse that's not going to be messy, that will be easy to travel with and good for the on-the-go lifestyle. So I created this cuticle oil. It's our reparative cuticle oil with 14 different plant and botanical extracts, essential oils as well. Has a dropper tip built into it, so you just need to squeeze a little bit from the dropper tip, dispense it onto your cuticle, and rub it in. I like to rub it with my hand. Yes, absolutely. You're gonna love it. I have to give you one of these to try too and take home. Ooh. And this oil is super lightweight, so it's non-greasy. You can go back to using your phone.
It's really nice, you guys.
I love the smell too. Everyone's like, can you make it a perfume? It's
yes.
Like ylang-ylang, lavender, tea tree.
Beautiful.
I use this all over. I use it on my face. I use it on my elbows, like any dry skin.
I was just thinking I could use this.
I use it all over. Yeah, I have it in back bar size for our salon accounts, and I bring one home. It's on my bathroom, and I can just keep it and use it even as like a cleanser sometimes.
Nice. So. Also, I was thinking, this travel, like I would love to have something in my car,
exactly.
And to put like in those dry spots. Yeah.
Because normally that's when we notice that we have dry skin and we don't have products on us. So this is like little, it's discreet, and then it's the non-messy with the dropper tip. So this is very popular. Yeah. We have a nail growth serum to stimulate growth. So for women that have suffered bad gel manicures or have weak, brittle nails, that's a great product. You would apply it to the base of your nail, just it's like a thin little eyelash.
It was like eyelash
kind of a similar one, and then you brush it to the base of your nails. You can use it over polish because you're really getting it to the cuticle to sink deep in to the matrix of your nail, which is responsible for the cell growth. So I'll get you some too to try. Yeah, this is great as a strengthener.
That's amazing.
And then our nourishing hand cream. We have a polishing hand scrub as well. So these are the current treatment products, and then we're launching 4 new ones. And our hand cream is not just a moisturizing hand cream. We're using amino acids to plump up skin cells, so really to protect.
And the peptides?
Yep, and peptides.
Yes. So that's why it's anti-aging.
Exactly.
People like that word, but it's protective and to retain the youth and the moisture.
Exactly. And all of the above, high intense hydration. Right. And then we use orchid and peony as a botanical extract, so it's lovely scent too.
Plus, just to keep your hands feeling nice.
Definitely.
You're holding your honey's hand. You want
and even my biggest tip is even if you don't want nail polish or you're not good at keeping up with nail polish, hydrate and moisturize. You can have a bare nail and use a cuticle oil and a hand cream and still have a very, very elegant presentation of your hand or of your manicure, or even do a clean manicure with just a clear or one of our base coats,
or one of the lighter colors.
Exactly. We have a lot of our top selling neutrals. This color called Love, and I can show you guys on the color wheel. It's probably a little hard to see, but it's like this very soft sheer pink.
Yes.
Part of one of our bridal collection. So there's
And that's
something for
beautiful,
everyone.
too. And yes, it doesn't have to be color, but if the nails are nice,
Exactly,
and
pristine,
hands, everything
exactly.
looking good. Yeah, I see a lot of bare hands that they
Yeah,
look beautiful because
exactly.
these women take care of their hands and nails. Yeah.
And it is the first, think about how we use our hands when we shake hands in business, we hug, we fold our hands. It's such a visual first impression and a sign of expression for us.
If you're like me,
Some people talk.
Oh my, I talk with my hands. I mean, I look like I'm doing sign language.
Yeah,
Sometimes I watch my videos back and I'm like,
I get like that too. Or I'm very fidgety. I do, yeah, exactly.
Right, so those of you who watched, you've seen crazy hands.
Yeah, we're gonna be exactly.
And the packaging is so beautiful.
Thank you so
look
much.
at this, you guys. I mean, it's so nice.
I wanted to create a product that was feminine
the little
and
flowers.
Thank you, and beautiful enough to look at.
I mean, the nail polish remover, and it's a beautiful bottle.
Thank you.
Love it.
That's the fun part. I really enjoy creating beautiful products. I want them to be
mean,
so pretty that you can look at them, keep them on display.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, really presentation is everything, and packaging to me. And I know from now being in this eco beauty world, I know how important packaging is to women.
Yeah.
And and I'm involved with some other companies. I'm affiliates for some, and I've had people say I don't like their packaging though on certain things, and I hear that
a lot
true.
Too.
And I mean, look at the bottle is beautiful, and it's so unique, like a slim rectangle. And I love your.
Thank you, and thank you for noticing all that. Because believe it or not, when I was developing the packaging and the brush and these little things that people probably don't think about took the longest time.
I wanted to ask you about.
So I can tell you a couple of things that we do differently in terms of our packaging. So this cap is an over cap. I designed it. I actually like painting with this handle. It fits ergonomically for me. But if you guys don't like it, there's a cylindrical option underneath, so you can just unscrew and then you have a circle option. Some people prefer that. It's more comfortable. Again, I like the square option. And then when you go to close it, if it doesn't align, you can pull it off and just realign it. And then what you'll see is the brush goes all the way to the bottom of the polish. So you're investing in a polish, but you get to use every last drop. You're not left with this half-empty bottle that's like dry and goopy. You're trying to get it all out, and then it's just a disaster. So the brush is also pre-lacquered before application. So what that means is before we ever fill it and put it into a bottle, it's treated with a clear polish coat. And what that means for the end user is that when you go to pull it out of the bottle, the brush isn't going to fan out and pull out too much polish. You're going to keep a nice concise brush, and you're pulling out just the perfect amount of polish, so you're not making a mess on your hands and your nails.
I've noticed that the brush is good. Yeah, it's not. Because sometimes it feels like you're glopping over.
Right.
I mean, I'm no manicurist either.
Yeah.
And then also using my left hand.
I know, it's a skill.
But the brush is noticeably nicer.
Thank you. Yeah, it took us a long time to source and find just higher quality components. And same with our caps, our bottles, we import them actually from Italy. So they're higher quality and they're custom. We're not choosing something out of a magazine and ordering it from somewhere else in the world. Yeah. And then our names are all on the bottom, and the ingredient labels this is the tri-peel labels, that's the technical stuff.
And I love the names. I mean, can we just tell them a few of the names?
Sure. I'll tell you.
This is Malibu Beach, as we
Malibu
mentioned.
Beach Blue is a fun one. This is Santa Barbara Surf. This is a fun one that we did for Shutters on the Beach, the hotel in Santa Monica, for their 25th anniversary. A beautiful hotel.
Oh my gosh.
And as you can imagine, so inspiring with the colors and just the sights around there. So they had their 25th anniversary last June, and they asked us to create custom colors for them. So this is Shutters Sunshine. And they have Shutters Surf, which is that bluish color. Yeah, this is their Shutters logo, and it's a limited edition collaboration. We do have a few left on our website.
Great.
What else? We did Shutters Surf, Shutters Sunshine. This is Santa Barbara Surf, Meet Me on Melrose, Sunset Boulevard, Roseanne Robertson.
So I love how, as some of you might know, I am a Los Angeles native, born and raised in Los Angeles, California. So I, of course, love. It's very
There's a fun
near
story.
and dear to me. Yes.
I'm trying to think of some other popular. LA Smog is a fun one. That's that gray color. And I was a little bit leery about naming a gray polish LA Smog because I didn't want it to have a negative effect. But it's a popular color.
And everybody knows LA has smog.
Exactly.
It's cute, yeah.
Yeah, what other ones? Vintage on Vine is a popular color. So it's interesting, seasonally we always follow the trends and see what's hot and popular. Right now the pastels, of course, we're going into spring and I think everyone's itching for that warm weather. Yes. So our pastel pinks, yellow has been really hot this spring.
Okay.
Zuma Beach Bum is a lighter yellow. I have some more up here.
Zuma Beach
Bum.
I spend many of my
or Venice Beach Venus we have. If you
Nice.
spend time at Venice Beach, that's a neon greenish color.
Right.
So yeah, they each have their moment in the spotlight, and people always ask me what my favorite colors are, which is such a hard. It's like choosing your favorite child. It's a hard thing to answer. So I answer like this: if I was stuck on a deserted island and could only have one polish color the rest of my life, I would probably choose love because it's just very forgiving. It's soft. It's it's classic. It's year round.
Goes with everything,
and
it's
I
got a
named
great
it love
name
because I love it. So that's my go-to. In the winter, though, you'll probably see me with like a deep red color, like Laurel Canyon Lover. That's my favorite.
I just love these names.
What's your favorite color? Polish color?
I love blues and purples.
Okay.
All types of shades of blues and purples.
They go well with your skin tone.
There's my brand colors. I know.
I love that blue is like your blue. That's
isn't it?
You wear it very well.
Well, I love teal. A teal blue.
Right.
This has like a teal.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
Yeah.
Some of our, let's see, Catalina Cruz is one of our newer blues. We have like the pastel blues, Summer in Provence, like a periwinkle. We do have a lot of blues now that I see them all next to each other.
Yeah, you really do. It's great. So, and then you have sets.
We do limited edition collection sets. So we've done a couple for different holidays. We've done some collaborations. So Shutters was an example of when we did a collaboration.
That's impressive. Shutters
really
is a
cool.
Gorgeous,
beautiful 5-star resort.
5-star resort right on the beach in Santa Monica.
Steps away from the sand.
I mean, it is right there, and it's beautiful. So that
was
is
very
when was
nice.
that?
We launched it in September, this past September.
That
for
was
the 25th. Yeah,
it
was awesome.
Yeah.
It was fun. We did a lot of. We brought the little red carpet out. We did some clean manicures. So hopefully we'll do more with them. But it was great.
Yeah.
We did a collaboration with Edie Parker as well about a year ago for holiday, and she's a high-end purse designer. She creates acrylic like clutch style purses that you see a lot on the red carpet and celebs tend to carry, and she asked us to match her 5 signature purse shades with nail polish. So we went with a lot of glitters, like you can see this one. This is our kind of fun confetti glitter, and we did a limited edition set with them as well. So there was 5 different cool textured colors.
And you're in some amazing stores too.
Thank you.
So you're in Planet Beauty.
We are, and they're a local account in Southern California. We also work with Erewhon. Erewhon's a great partner, and they have a great selection of colors, and they're growing so quick. I think we're in 4 of their doors, but they're opening a couple more.
Yes, I've heard they're opening a new one here in Westlake.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
I
heard another location.
They're not
but
opening yet. Erewhon is a very beautiful health food store here in the area.
And then we work with Whole Foods as well, so we're in about 20 of them in this area. And the great thing about that is that relationship took a long time to solidify, but they really did a lot of due diligence in looking at our brand. So as a customer, that gives me faith that anything you buy there was vetted very well, at least when we launched.
That's good.
Which was a while ago. And then we work with a lot of like green beauty stores, more like, one-off locations. Green Line Beauty is a local partner of ours that we love. Beauty Habit, so these boutique retailers, and internationally we sell in 15 different countries through high-end resort spas, mostly spa salons, boutiques, some clean nail salons. To be honest, you're not going to find us in every nail salon on every corner because that's not really who we're going after. Those types of salons just want something cheap, quick, and they tend to go with the bigger, more mass brands. But the good thing is there's a lot of non-toxic nail spaces that are opening here in LA and New York and Texas, and so we work really well with non-toxic nail spaces.
That's good. And it's a luxury.
It is.
It's a luxury nail. Then the great thing about being here in California, we're a little bit ahead of the green curve, a little bit.
Definitely. But kind of far behind based on Europe and what's going on there.
Gosh, yes.
That's a whole other conversation
far behind, but just a little more progressive.
Yes, exactly.
We banned the plastic bags, and we put the warnings of the uncertain, the props, 60, whatever that
65
is. 65, so
getting there.
We're getting there,
Baby steps, as I like to say.
Baby steps, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and we will have links, because you can obviously also buy
so our website as well. We have, of course, every color on our website, and we have a blog, and our Instagram, we put exclusive content. We do a lot of get the looks. I'm all about natural, achievable looks. So I love nail art. I think it's definitely here to stay, and especially this season, three-dimensional nail art is very popular. Personally, for me, I'm all about a quick manicure that's going to last, and I don't all the time have time to do nail art, but on our Instagram, we do a lot of quick tutorials on how you can jazz up nail polish. And a good quick tip is if you ever have a manicure and you have like 1 or 2 chips, you could take a little bit of glitter and put it on that over the chip, and you have like a little accent nail and something fun.
To cover up
the chip.
The mistake.
But you spin it as nail art and something cool. So glitter is like a great, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a great bridge and cover-all, if you will.
Which brings me to my next question. What's a couple of good tips, like nail care, hand care, best practices tips that you would...
So I think I kind of gave one of my always go-to tip I gave away a little bit earlier, but it's whatever you do, hydrate and moisturize your cuticles. That's so important because if you wear nail polish or if you don't, that's just going to be key. If you wear nail polish and you hydrate and moisturize your cuticles, your polish and your manicure will actually last longer because you're not dehydrated and you're not going to be trying to pull moisture from wherever possible, including the polish. Typically when people do have polish that chips or cracks easily, it can mean that they're dehydrated inside as well, and your body's trying to pull moisture.
Interesting. So that's a little wellness tip.
Yeah,
that is something to pay attention to.
A lot of times, if customers do have chipping problems, I'll always ask them that.
Are you drinking enough water?
Exactly.
You want to be drinking half your body in weight.
Right. So important for so many things.
Yeah, for so many things.
So hydrate, moisturize. I think in terms of color, like I create colors to make women feel empowered and beautiful, and my answer and my favorite color isn't necessarily the same for you guys and for everyone, but I just think you should have fun with it. Nail polish isn't, a huge serious thing, and it's something that you can use as your best accessory. You can wear it to work, you can choose a color that makes you feel beautiful and makes you feel empowered to do amazing things. So
I know, I love your quote that it's a girl's best accessory.
Yeah, and if you give a woman the right manicure, she feels like she can change the world. Yeah. So I think that's
really
so true.
Does. It helps you. I am a firm believer in if you look better, you feel better.
Absolutely.
And if you feel better, you look better, and you're going to put your best foot forward and the great thing about taking care of your hands and having a pretty polish on, going that extra step, you can be running around in, a baseball cap.
Totally.
But you look put together and polished.
Exactly. And then you look down and you see a color that makes you smile, and it's just like taking those simple moments and appreciating little things, even though it's nail polish and it's not life-changing, it's something that's going to make you smile.
And it just tells the world you take care of yourself.
Exactly.
And that's the way I always personally, I'm very pleased when I see a pretty nail polish. I'm always telling people, oh my God, I love your nails. And
it's so
it
true.
just makes me happy. So which brings me to our exciting giveaway.
Yes!
I'm so excited.
I know, I can't wait to share with you.
Lauren has very graciously, we're going to choose 2 winners for this amazing giveaway. So I'll let you tell them everything they're going to get.
Yeah, so we are doing a base coat. I think it's our dual base top coat, so it's a 2-in-1. You can use it as the base and then again as the top coat. And we did 3 colors, I believe, 3 polish colors. Do we do treatment?
Yeah. And
we'll put the details.
Yes, the details are in my blog, which is at kellybonanno.com, and I'm going to put the link to the blog post in the comments. And so there's 2 ways to win. Through my blog post, which is through Rafflecopter, and there's a couple different ways you can enter, and every entry, gets you more points to win. And then you can also enter on Instagram through Lauren's Instagram, which I'm also going to link. That's in the blog post, and I'll put it in the comments.
Perfect.
So she's going to choose a winner there, and I'm going to choose a winner on my blog post, so there's going to be 2.
It's a great way to clean up your nail routine. If this is all new to you and you've been wanting to try it, enter, because you could win. And then you have your basis and your building blocks for a clean nail care regimen.
Yes. And even if you're not new to it, you're going to love it.
Exactly. You're going to get amazing colors.
A manicure lover like me.
Yeah. It's so fun. Who doesn't love it?
So definitely enter. And also, Lauren has graciously given everyone, all of my audience members, a special code, Kelly...
Banana. Do we do your last name?
I think it's just Kelly B. It's in the blog post. I should have memorized it.
Me too.
It's 25% off all orders. So, you can try it. The giveaway is going to run for a couple weeks. We're going to announce the winner on April 19th. So 2 weeks from tomorrow. But it's going now. So you can go to my blog post and enter now.
Awesome. Yes. Good luck, everyone. You win. Such a fun one.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kelly. This was so fun.
This was
great
to
chat with you. I hope you guys all enjoy. It's great chatting with everyone.
It was really interesting learning about your... I have one more question. Because a lot of my audience, there are women who are, they either have a side hustle or they are moms going back to work, but starting their own businesses. A lot of my friends and colleagues and just audience, I know they're women who started their own business. So what would be a business tip?
Oh gosh, there's so many.
So many.
I think I'm trying to think about the one that speaks to me the most, and I think it kind of depends on like what season you ask me in.
Yeah.
But I think it's really important to surround yourself with, I call it a tribe, but for me, a tribe of mentors, people that, for me, I choose people that are smarter than me, that know more, and that are positive and encouraging, because and understand what you're going through, because it is really hard. This was my side hustle for 3 years until I got the courage to like do it full time, and it's now not my side hustle, it's my business. But every day is challenging, every day is trying, there's something new. But having a great tribe of people around you just help to encourage, help talk you off the ledge, and get through the hard day, the hard times, because it is challenging. But also love what you do. I'm so grateful that I love what I do. I love what I stand for and what I create, and I get to do that every single day. And it would probably be a lot harder if I didn't love it and I didn't feel that I made the best or was the best at what I do. So it's just about kind of getting up, learning from failures, and using your tribe to lean on for support. That's probably like a lot of
no, but that is such good advice, and I have found that more and more, especially in the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. What is it? The Jim Rohn quote: "You are the 5 people you hang around with most." And I have a group of really amazing women that they're fellow entrepreneurs, and we've joined, and we've created this little group. Yeah. And without their support and encouragement, I would not be, spurred on to keep going as much.
Because it's hard.
And I've found my business has grown since being connected with them.
Exactly.
And some of those women, the other thing is I've mentioned it, we're going to start it's my first live wellness event that I'm hosting with a few of my wellness colleagues, and it's the Conejo Collective Day of Wellness at the end. I know
I can't wait. I want to come.
I'm so glad that you're going to be there. And can I tell them we're doing a little swag bag? Yeah. Some nail polish, so you get little nail polish.
Exactly.
And then everybody who attends we're gonna do raffles, and we're gonna have a swag bag, and so everyone will get a beautiful bottle of nail polish in their swag bag, and we're gonna have 6 amazing speakers. And there's lots of information on my page, but it's just to be surrounded by those women and be working with those women that I can just completely back up what you're saying. It's true. It makes all the difference.
I love that women are supporting women now, and it's actually like a thing, because it's so helpful as small businesses. Like I love even like we connected and we can help each other, and it's just a great time to be a woman in business.
The more you elevate others, the more you elevate. It is not the opposite.
Totally.
There's room for everyone to grow.
Exactly.
It's not like, think of all the flowers. All the flowers are growing and being beautiful. Yep. It's not like one has to die for everybody.
Right. It's what you put out there. I truly believe will come back.
It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kelly.
This is so
great.
fun. And thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day and have a great week.